Alright guys, so Star Wars Rebels Season 2 Episode 1 premiere this past weekend. Without me getting a notification or anything. Okay, here's the thing. Disney XD gonna have to start selling this shit a little bit better. Then again, it might air tonight. I think a lot of people think it's gonna air tonight. But I don't. Did it? No, I think it aired on Disney XD though. But it's weird because usually they air it on Mondays. Then we get an early release. But when I saw it online, it felt like a Disney XD because I saw it over the website. So, it's the Star Wars Rebels. So I was like, okay, let me check it out. Because I saw another one. It was like a preview or recap of the season 1. And I was like, okay, this is a recap. So I looked at this one. No recap. This is season 2 premiere. It was 45 minutes. So right off the bat, great season premiere. I enjoyed this. This is very good. It set the tone for what the series is going to be. For you Clone Wars fans, I came late in the game for Clone Wars. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably one of the Cartoon Network's most successful action show they had. I didn't know how good it was. I kept saying, fuck it, because here's the thing about Star Wars and their prequels. They have some good, there's some bad. There's a lot more bad than good if you're fans of the original. I thought the original's not a big fan of it, but I like for what they did for the movie industry, and I respect them for that. But these prequels, no, I did not like them growing up. I said, okay, Phantom Menace was decent, but not better than the original. Attack on the Clones, do I need to speak more on that shit? And then we got Revenge of the Sith. To me, if they just would have had the Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith, the prequels would have been straight with me. Hell, it probably would have been my favorite prequels, but we always got to add Attack on the Clones, which at the end of the day, that was part of the fucking prequels, which a lot of people do not want in this in the series, but hey, it's canon, so what can you do? But anywho, back to this. So Kanan and Ezra and company, they all are part of they start this whole Rebels, and they're against the Galactic Empire. And And I'll say this right off the bat. Kanan does not want to join a team because he just doesn't want to go through the same shit he went through with the Clone Wars. He doesn't really say it at first. He says it later on with Ahsoka, and I gotta get to her in a minute. So the series goes on with that, and I kind of wish they would have got the voice actor for Ahsoka back from Clone Wars. But then again, it's over time she aged, so I guess. But then again, I don't think she was actually the voice actor was a kid anyway. I think she was older enough. But I digress. Nitpick. Moving on. So Ezra and them get a distress call from one of the Galactic Empire's henchmen, you would say. Because in season 1, you see her a lot in season 1, but she doesn't play a big factor. She's against the rebels in season 1, but season 2, you feel bad for her ass because Vader's like, Governor wants to speak to you. And when any of them want to speak to you, because we all know what happened to the last two, because the last season, the governor had 2 henchmen, and he made an example of them of your failure. The Inquisitor just took them out, lightsaber just took their heads off. So this was going to happen to her. She calls the rebels for help because she knows her time is up. So she knows, like, okay, fuck you guys, I'm going with the rebels. So she called them, but Vader already knew this shit. Vader expected this. I'll say this from the series. This series does Vader justice. So much good, to the point I was like, yeah, you guys are fans. And this is pre-Vader, before Luke came in and all this. This Vader's badass Vader. This is the Vader that you don't want to fuck with. Okay, if you want to fuck with Vader with the whole Luke situation, then you might have a chance of living, at least living. This Vader, nope. So we go on further on to the story, and it's all a trap. Vader expected that they're stuck on, I think, the planet. I think it's Naboo. I could be wrong. But they're stuck on the planet, the same planet that Ezra was. I guess you say Ezra first appeared on, his home, and pretty much they're stuck. So they have pretty much like a space patrol, like waiting for their ass to come out. Like I said, come on, bitch, we're waiting for it. Like these big old battleships. Galactic ships ready for them, like, come on, we got the firepower, so you come through here if you want to, we gonna blow you up. So it's pretty much Ezra and the team and Kanan trying to get through the Galactic Empire ships. I don't call them the battleships or whatever, or excuse me, starships, better starships. so they won't get blasted out the sky, because the ship they stole wasn't really a fighting ship. It was just a regular ship. So furthermore, we get furthermore to that. They go, they bring back a fan favorite to the show, and so they get or I guess you could say they get this like a beacon where like a distress beacon where it brings off a signal where it's like a ship, and it's like a ship. So in other words, they release like maybe 5 or 6 pods of these, so they can distract the Galactic Empire starship, saying, okay, look, there's a ship going through the atmosphere on this side of the planet, there's another one coming on the atmosphere on this side of the planet, and they all got confused, but it was already too late. Kanan and them left. Little did they know, Vader expected this. I'm saying this right now. These men made Vader to like a genius in here. He was like, okay, you go on this move, bitch, I'm already 2 moves ahead of you. Just keep on going. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm loving it. So Vader, he put a tracking device in there, but it was a little too late. Vader came in. This is how badass Vader is in this show. And I gotta give credit to these writers. They just made him just straight badass. They're like, we know Vader's badass. We're gonna show you how badass he is. They show his intellect. They also showed his fighting skills. I forgot about that. Kanan got his ass whooped. And Kanan's like, that's a Sith Lord. I'm thinking to myself, you do not know who that is. Please tell me you do not. Please tell me you know who that is. That is Vader. That is Anakin Skywalker. But I guess they're like, no, I guess they want to keep the lore. Like, this series does a good job of saying, look, the prequels did happen, but fuck them. We don't care. I'm like, go, man. And then, and Vader came in. Just him flying his ship. And I kid you not, he took out half, no, maybe majority of all the rebels fleet, and he just took him out. Just one ship. Like the starships haven't even came in yet. No matter of fact, Vader told him to stand back. I got this. He just came in with that little ship, just probably. I'm looking like, oh, he's badass. Like, they made him so badass to the point where I'm like, do I need who am I rooting for here? I'm rooting for him a little bit more because I want him to do some shit. He's just so badass. And then we get more and more in depth with the story, and they all escape. The rebels and all of them, they escape. Ahsoka is trying to feel the Force. She's trying to feel the Force, and during that, she figured that that's Anakin Skywalker. She knows it's Anakin Skywalker because she feels the darkness and the Force. And then Kanan's like, "Are you okay, Ahsoka? Ahsoka, yeah." And then she has this weird look on her face, like, "Yeah, I know who the fuck that is." So pretty much she knows who that is. And then we get to the end. Vader's like, "You may leave." And Vader bows down to the Emperor. Emperor comes on for you. So, and this is, I'm going to try to do the Emperor's voice. Bear with me now. Lord Vader. Lord Vader. Lord Vader. Tell me, did you wipe out the rebels? And Vader's like, of course. I can't do Vader's voice. If I'm doing 2 of the other, I can't do it at the same time. And Vader replies, yes, I have crushed her. Good. The power of the dark side will make something like that. But Vader did tell the Emperor about Princess Ahsoka is alive, and this is Emperor Pilaf question. Crush her power, crush her, and that will be the end of the Jedi. And I'm sitting there like, holy shit. And when these two cross paths, and whenever they do, it's gonna be good, ladies and gentlemen, because if you have seen Clone Wars, I've seen a little bit of the earlier seasons, but I see more of the later seasons. I even saw the season when she left, which I thought to myself, well, and we all know how this is gonna go. I liked her character. I thought her and Anakin had a good relation. Hell, to the point where I was like, I ship these two more than Anakin and his other, and his so-called future bride. It's just the way that just the creator of the show Clone Wars just handle these characters. Like this guy, he knows Star Wars. He knows it like the back of his head. As much as I like Guinea's version of Clone Wars, there were times that I kind of wish he got more character development with the characters. But still, I ain't gonna take away from it. It was just a great series as a whole. This is a long review. I'm gonna make it very short, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, but this premiere was fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. This is probably the best season premiere for any show I've seen all year. Yes, like best season premiere for any show I've seen. Just it had a lot of stuff there. This is for Star Wars fans. If you don't like it, hey, more power too. But I enjoyed it. I thought this was really good. As always, like and subscribe. Let me know down below what you guys think of the episode. As you can clearly see through this whole video, I had fun with this episode. I just geeked out every time Vader did something. I still miss the Inquisitor from the last season because I actually started to like his character. Kane and him had a good rivalry, and I thought, okay, they can go through 2 seasons. But man, I'm happy we got Vader. I mean, I thought Vader was going to be like, oh, he's going to be in the shadows of Lord Sidious. But no, he's actually in the forefront of this show, which is good. And now we are getting the debut of the other Inquisitors, because at the end he said, get the Inquisitors to track down the Rebel Alliance. I love Darth Sidious. I really do. I just love his voice. And if y'all remember Clone Wars, he was a fucking badass in Clone Wars too. He's like, to me, the series Clone Wars did justice for the whole prequels. More so Attack of the Clones. My God. To me, to the point I was like, this should have been the movie we should have got years ago. And I might like the prequels a little bit more, but then again, it was a series that had more progressions, and it is what it is. As always, like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button down there. Darth Sidious out. Peace.